Truly He is the one, He has no father or son.
Alhikmat Dawah Service is now offering a special Dubai and Umrah package in December 2019. A 10-day trip from December 9th to December 19th, 2019. Average cost is $3,000. The group will be led by Sheikh Shafayat. For more details, you can contact Alhikmat Dawah Services at 954-986-0158, or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
All praises are due to Allahu Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. Allahu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you would like to dedicate copies of one of these publications as Sadaqah Jariyah, continuous blessings for your parents or dear ones who have passed away, or fi sabilillah, in the path of Allah, please give us a call so we can place your names on these dedicated publications. You can call us at 954-986-0158, or you can also visit us at www.alhikmat.com.
Allah is the creator of different faces. Allah is the creator of all races. Allahu, 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 Allah.
Royal Bengal Trading, importer, exporter, wholesaler of Bangladeshi Indo-Pak groceries and spices. We specialize in various authentic Indian masalas, juices, flours, rices, and spices. We offer exclusive brands as Ocean Pearl, Shan, National, Tilda, Himani, and many, many more. We're located at 36B Coroni Savannah Road, Charleville, Chaguanas, Trinidad and Tobago. You can call us at 473-4676 or call 476-3117. Email us at wahabdk@gmail.com. Now open Sajida exclusive for all of your Islamic and casual wear. We carry a large selection of silk route and al-karam gowns, scarves, hijabs, hijab pins, and many other accessories. We have exclusive Swarovski gold-filled and sterling silver jewelry. We are located in store 143, Coroni Savannah Road, Charleville, Chaguanas, located on the opposite side of TNT Chicken Hut. For more info, you can call 328-6682 or 295-5400. With over 20 years of traveling experience, Alhikmat Services is offering exclusive 2019 tours for India and Dubai on October 13th through October 23rd, visiting holy sites, Taj Mahal, and many other historical sites. These groups will be led by Sheikh Shafayat. For more details, you can contact Alhikmat Dawah Services at 1-800-804-0267 or at 954-986-0158, or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
Since 9/11, there has been a great fear of Islam.
We need Muslims, I always say, to speak up in this country.
Much of our Islamic community is perceived to be insular.
Most Americans
have never met a Muslim or are not aware of having met a Muslim.
Most people don't have enough education in terms of what the entirety of Islam represents.
It's very easy to hate someone or to put stereotypes on people that you've never interacted with.
But do you think if Muslims were more integrated in society, in America, in the United States of America, then there would have been less anti-Muslim scenario?
I think it's even more important that our clergy speak up. They are, after all, the moral force in our community.
You see, the Islam that is celebrated is one which opens its doors.
Having this type of dialogue in terms of a community outreach or
something that Muslims have to do is go out just like you do and inviting non-Muslims to the iftar. That and you do a lot of speaking to mixed groups.
We have to change the language from us versus them to a language of we.
I believe that if we can stand together against the forces of hatred and be unified in this country, then we can do wonderful things.
Bringing us together to enhance the beauty of humankind.
I think religion can be such a powerful force for unity.
Of course.
We've made it into this powerful force for disunity.
Keep trying to understand each other and care for each other and keep building a world community, because I believe that's what God wants for us all.
And I'm in their mosques and they're in my temple, and it's been a phenomenal experience. I've had a very warm and welcoming experience from all the brothers and sisters in the community.
That every human being is either your brother in faith or brother in humanity.
In Arabic, the word is lita'arafu, so that you will learn to understand one another.
And this is the truth of what it should be. You see, this is why I am so pleased to come here today, to support the work of Alhikmat.
The kind of intolerance and the violence that we see across the globe is rooted in ignorance, which we can overcome by teaching.
Yes.
Also rooted in fear, which we can overcome by experiencing, where we can actually live in each other's presence. You know, it's rooted in this myopic kind of my way only, rather than this understanding that maybe all of us have more in common, and at the core of who we are is this truly global family that we belong to.
I'd like to say what a joy and pleasure it is to have Sheikh Shafayat as my friend, as my teacher, as my co-worker in the vineyard of Allah, God, where we work together to make this world a better place, to do God's work, to do the work which we are commanded to do as human beings.
I want to call up on brother. I was going to call the pastor, but you know, brother Fahad, I think it was good. I was going to call the pastor to make his remarks at this time, but should we call you up? Yes, Pastor Keith, who is the Trinity Lutheran Church pastor right up the street there, to give his greetings. It's a pleasure to have him. Always a pleasure to have him. He's our neighbor. He's right around the corner. Round of applause for the pastor.
Well, thank you again for your amazing hospitality, Sheikh Shafayat, your community. We've spent a lot of time together over the years. It's been a joy to serve just a block or two away from you for these past 19 years, and to have our lives and your lives brought together at times of celebration and at times when the community is hurting and weeping. The first time that I was here among you was right after September 11th. You remember, you gathered together the interfaith community and you invited us to speak a word of peace and of hope and to answer the questions of your young people. And it amazed me and tore at my heart to listen and to be asked why the world, why it seemed for the young people in your community that, why the world held such pain in their hearts for the Muslim community, because that's their perception. And you can imagine what it's like for anyone to look in the eyes of the young people and to see in just a small way the way that the world must look to them. And so the interfaith walk that we have been able to do, our community and yours, we have shared together times of Thanksgiving. We've gathered together during our Holy Week and painted together. And we treasure those paintings that we shared on the theme of what it means to be good neighbors to one another, and what it means to walk in love as brothers and sisters and partners in this community. So I bring you greetings from the people of Trinity Lutheran Church, and I bring you news that the Trinity is part of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America. We're just one congregation among thousands. And just last night, I was up in Orlando. We had a conference, and they shared their interfaith document that's being presented at the National Convention that's coming up this summer. And that document commits us not just to not do poor things to our brothers and sisters, but it invites us to act for justice, to act and work together with our Jewish brothers and sisters and our Muslim brothers and sisters and all religious communities to promote the cause of peace and justice and brotherhood throughout the world. And it's a joy for me to be a part of a church that seeks to reach out and to share in the joy of what it means that we're all people in this world. So thank you very much, and we look forward to our next time together.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pastor Keith Spencer. It has always been a pleasure working with the pastor. We have been good friends. We are neighbors. He lives behind Darul Uloom, right? Yes, we live over here. Yeah, he lives behind Darul Uloom. So give him another round of applause, please. We are friends, we are neighbors, and we're all together in it. So thank you very much, Pastor. So it's a pleasure. Now I'd like to call on Brother Javed Qureshi from FHI to give his 3 minutes greetings so we can get this going. And you know what? Yeah, if you can not have a long line waiting for the food, Brother Shah, let's not have a long line. Let them sit so they can listen to the program, and as soon as they get a little vacancy, then you take the tables in turns. So we have more attention in the program, and we keep it going, inshallah.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Peace and blessing be upon all of you. Eid Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is indeed an honor and privilege to be among such learned people. Tonight, United States of America did not come together, but the world came together. A warm welcome to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to introduce a nonprofit organization, 501c3, called Friends of Humanity International, Inc. Before I go any further, I am accompanied by our co-founder and treasurer, Brother Yunus Ismail. If you can stand up, please. Please, a round of applause for this gentleman, all he does for humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, we can identify problems, but Friends of Humanity is one of the organizations who is identifying solutions and bringing to the table. As we speak and enjoy this feast, I would humbly remind all of you that tonight, 49 fellow human beings have nothing to eat, or very little to eat. 64% Americans can no longer afford to purchase a house or even to rent a house. We were founded in 2010 with one mission and one mission alone: to serve the people of all race, color, and creed. We do hunger prevention, disaster relief. We promote education for underprivileged children, healthcare, refugee assistance, and social services to Muslims and non-Muslims in our community and around the globe. I would share two examples with you how it has impacted me and our organization and the Muslim community. Each year, we sponsor Thanksgiving meals for Miami Rescue Mission. So I went there with this check, and it was Ramadan, and I started giving a little lecture, how I am fasting, how I will be eating in about 12, 15 hours. The man looked at me, he said, "Brother Javed, you fasting for 30 days, I fast 365 days a year. When you bring this check, people like you and the community, we get a hot meal, and that is only on Thanksgiving Day." We are establishing a social service center, 8130 Oakland Park Boulevard, to serve the community. We are here for all of you. Our center is in collaboration with Muslim Federation, Brother Nizar, and the Muslim community. We have established, alhamdulillah, relationship with City of Tamarack, City of Sunrise, and City of Miramar. We sincerely believe that we alone cannot be the solution to this world of ours. But together, we can make this a better place for all of us. Last but not the least, with so many elected officials, Anna is here, Marjorie is here, we would like to establish collaborations and partnership with each and every one of you. So if we can be of any assistance to the community, you can seek out to me, please, and Brother Yunus Ismail, and Brother Nizar Hamze, and many other Muslims who are here. And if I'm looking for a green card, tonight will be the best opportunity for me to go table to table and present my case. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Brother Javed. Give him a better round of applause for that. Wonderful Friends of Humanity. They do a lot of community services. So, of course, we have Rabbi to come, and we have the Vice Mayor to come. Rabbi was a former politician. He does not believe in politics anymore. And we have a Vice Mayor who is the Vice Mayor. So we leave both of them for last. So in the meantime, we let me recognize Mrs. Tang. Mrs. Tang, could you come with your friend also from the U.S. Bureau 2020? Come on stage. We already had a big speech given by Mrs. Anna Maria Diaz. But come on with her. We welcome you on the stage. She's also with the U.S. Bureau. Could I look at it? Yeah, anything on? Yeah. Right. So we have some official delegates and executives. So we want to welcome you. Hope you can meet around everybody, talk to everybody. You got Mrs. Anna here. Feel at home, and it's a pleasure to have you. All right? Thank you very much. You want to say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody. And then we just came from another event. That's why we're running a little bit late. But I really thank you for all the warm welcome and really fellowship that here. And you all heard about how important the census 2020 is coming in April 1st. And we need to make sure everybody be counted, especially the younger generation, the children. I talked to many children up in the other event. They have no idea what census means. And I just tell them, make sure they tell the parents, the daddy and mommy, and to make sure they be counted, and also because they're impacting their educations. So all this month, and then you will hear a lot more because we have about 10 more months to go to work together. And thank you for for me to be here to really honor to work with all of you in the 2020 census, and for Asian community and beyond. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Give a round of applause. They're covering South Asia, Asia, Caribbean, Africa, America, the whole world. America is the melting pot of the world. So you have people from all different parts of the world making this happen. At this point in time, we're going to call on Brother Imtiaz for 3 minutes greetings, please. Brother Imtiaz, and then we have Brother Nizar, and I'm going to leave the floor after. So you can get your food in the meantime. For the rabbi, we wanted to leave the vice mayor for last. We had all these the community, the religious leaders, and we leave the vice mayor for last. All right? Good. So, Brother Imtiaz, just a 2-3 minutes greetings because we're running on the clock, on the time. We're blessed with all the people who are here, so we wanted to get everybody to participate. Please.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. It's really hard to speak interfaith community because I'm here, I'm going to speak politics. That's the way you invited me here, right? Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's a simple message for everyone. Politics is for everyone. But unfortunately, there's a community is not engaged, which is the Muslim community. That's why we have several problems. We sit home, we talk about politics, we discuss, and we hear all kind of, I'm sorry to use the word nonsenses on the media. We provided this chance to media not engaging in politics. Trust me, all these efforts of mingling with interfaith services will be more effective when you are sitting on the decision-making tables. There is no voice. Voice on the street is useless. You must act and engage in politics. Sit on the table where the decisions are made for everyone. So the crying business should be over. Let's get engaged, run for offices regardless of the results. So I was blessed, and I'm again, inshallah, running in 2020, and I'll keep running until I win. When I win, I will be the true voice of Muslims, and I'll make sure this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Give him a round of applause. So we got to promote them. And we have Brother Altaf there also. You want to come and say assalamu alaikum and greetings to the people? Please, I know we're running on really time, and we have to respect our vice mayor here and our rabbi here with us. Yeah, listen, it's nothing racial that we left the 2 Jewish people for last, eh? Don't worry, they're my friends. We've been friends for 25 years. I can make this joke with them. We should have had the Jewish people first. But don't worry. We gave you the best of the cake to come last. Right, Rabbi? Don't worry about that. You know, oldest friend in town, vice mayor. So just give us a greeting for 1 minute so we can just go.
Good evening. Assalamu alaikum, sister and brother. My name is Altaf Ahmed, and I've been living this community past 25 years as a political activist, human rights activist, and civil rights activist, and social welfare for betterment future children in Broward County and Miami-Dade. I'm a runoff candidate, Broward County Commission, District 6. This is my District 6, Pembroke Pine, Hollywood, and Hallandale Beach. And I'm the future candidate, 2020. And I would like to welcome for everybody, all the religious, all the interfaith for the precious moment for the Eid Fest. Okay. Thank you for everybody. Good night.
Give him a round of applause. We had to give credit and recognize his presence, that he is here, and they're all running for office.
Join Alhikmat Dawah services for a 10-day Umrah in Ramadan 2020 from May 2nd to May 12th, 2020. Average cost is $3,000. The group will be led by Sheikh Shafai. For more details, you can contact Alhikmat Dawah services at 954-986-0158, or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
When we educate the world, ignorant Muslims as well as non-Muslims, about Islam, the message of the Quran, the lifestyle of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, then those ignorant people and those people with hate out there, we may not be able to convince everyone, but inshallah, bi'idhnillah, we will be able to convince most of them.
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the believers in their mutual kindness, compassion and sympathy are just like one body. When any part of the body suffers, the whole body feels pain.
We don't wake up and spread this message of Islam and get people to understand the true message of the Quran and the true life pattern and conduct of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, people will have this sort of hate against us. But the world has 1.5 billion Muslims, beautiful masjids. Muslims got everything, but yet you got a lot of haters, and you got a man shooting people on March 15th in New Zealand. These buildings and these schools did not stop that. We got to spread the message to eradicate that hate and that misunderstanding against Islam and Muslims in the world. The beautiful buildings won't do that.
Assalamu alaikum. Allah gives hikmat, wisdom, to whomsoever He wills. And whomsoever is given wisdom is certainly given a lot of good. Only the people of understanding will benefit from the reminder. Tune in to Alhikmat TV for khutbahs, lectures, and Islamic reminders. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Brother Nizar, could you just give us a 2-3 minutes? 2-3 minutes, please. No, come, please. They gotta see who you are, man. Brother Nizar, Deputy Sheriff Officer, Director of the Muslim Federation. And I see we have one of the, Brother Azad, do I have the right, one of our Navy representative here, Mr. Khan, eh? Could we call you up for 2 minutes on the stage? Give me, let me just finish with him here. Brother Nizar.
Oh, he's coming up. I'll let him go first. No, hold on.
Come on the stage. I'm just trying to recognize some of our prominent people because he's leaving with the U.S. Navy and he's going to Malaysia. So let him say hello, hi, assalamu alaikum, who you are, and we'll pass it on back to him.
All right, assalamu alaikum. And if you allow me, I'll maybe take a little bit more time because you had mentioned something, Sheikh, about how people have a feeling about Muslims, right? So I wanted to share how my experience has been, if that's okay. All right, so I am an immigrant. I came from Pakistan when I was 18, back in the 80s. And so I came to Texas, and Texas, deep south was not very hospitable to me. And so I had no interest in staying in the United States. I came to go to college, and I know there's a couple of pilots in here, so they would appreciate this. And I was also going to learn to fly and go back to Pakistan. And so after I was done, there was a movie that came out, Top Gun. Right? So Top Gun recruited me, and so I decided to go into a profession which is non-traditional with Muslims. I became a fighter pilot for the U.S. Navy. And so for the last So for the last 32 years, I've been serving as a naval officer. And what I'll tell you is that I came to this country with stereotypes, and I would have had those stereotypes had I not joined the Navy. So after I joined the Navy, I was surrounded by non-Muslims, and so I made it my mission to get to know them and for them to get to know me and to get to know Islam. So I'll share some of my experiences. So I have flown off of 10 aircraft carriers, and on every single aircraft carrier, we offer Jummah Salat. We have prayer rugs, we have Qurans, we have the ability to pray 5 times Salat if we want to, but Jummah is always available. And one other thing I'll tell you, on 9/11, when that American Airlines airplane hit the Pentagon, at that very site, they have built a chapel, a non-denominational chapel. And every Jummah, there is an imam that comes in to offer Jummah Salat at the Pentagon. I don't know if you all knew that. All right. In 2002, I was flying off an aircraft carrier, John F. Kennedy, in the Indian Ocean, 100 miles from where I was born in Karachi. And we were doing Operation Enduring Freedom, which was operations in Afghanistan, and we were doing this operation called Operation Anaconda. So I came back from a 7.5-hour mission. I landed, and there was a message waiting for me to contact the chaplain. I called the chaplain. I thought, am I in trouble? I need to talk to somebody associated with God. And anyway, so then he said, hey, listen, we found a dead fisherman floating in the water. So the ship picked him up, and because of where we were operating, they offered the dead body to Pakistan and to Oman, the two neighboring Muslim countries, because he was dressed up in the traditional Pakistani garb. And they asked those two countries if they wanted to claim him so that they could bury him. But both the countries refused. So the head chaplain on board, because I was the senior Muslim on board, called me so I could do his Salat al-Janazah. Only because they thought that he is probably a Muslim and we wanted to bury him with dignity. So I did not know how to do it. I quickly got on the internet. I learned how to do it. And I did the service, and then we buried him at sea. So the reason why I bring all this up is because I came here with stereotypes, and I built, I stayed behind closed doors. So my message to you is, don't stay behind these closed doors. And I used to say, don't build walls, but we're building walls. So what I say is we need to have more dialogue. We need to have more bridges, because you need to understand the other side. You need to understand people of other cultures, of other religious faiths, and so that you too can understand them. So not only do you need to invite them into your homes, but you need to go into their homes too. And the last thing I'm going to say, I know a brother made a pitch for people to get into politics. I would like to make the same pitch for our youth to think about the United States military, because it's a very honorable profession. Thank you.
Give him a round of applause. Captain Khan from the Navy. Wonderful experience. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. And now we hear from Brother Nizar Hamzi. 3 minutes greetings.
I'll do it shorter.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. How can I follow a Navy fighter pilot? I mean, really? On behalf of the South Florida Muslim Federation, all of our members, our executive staff, and our staff, it's very honored to have all of our non-Muslim friends, Jewish, Christian, and all the other faiths to be here. The Broward County community, the Miami-Dade, and the Palm Beach community have been growing tremendously. The overwhelming open arm welcome that we've been getting from all of the different governments, all of the municipalities has been overwhelming. So we thank you, and we're very honored that you're here tonight. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, Brother Nizar. I know he was on duty, and as he finished from the Broward Sheriff Office duty, he came down. Give him a round of applause. That's very fantastic for him to take the time to be here. And I know that Rabbi Barry Silver is probably wondering, do we have time? And our Vice Mayor is worrying, do we have time? Well, yes, we do have time. So, Mr. J. Swartz, Vice Mayor, we're going to pray at 8:25. 8:25. Don't worry. You're going to have 10 minutes. I'm going to call the rabbi up. I'm going to call the rabbi up to do his part, and then we're going to have the Vice Mayor. Now, hold on. We're going to have the Rabbi Barry Silver. So could you all give a round of applause to Rabbi Barry Silver for his 3 to 5 minutes greetings. I know he's going to sing, he's going to clap, he's going to rap, and he's going to give you a lot of humor, because today is a joyous day. Let me see which table did not get their food. You see, that's wonderful. Everybody got their food. So we had the program running. You got the food going. We got the rabbi, and then we're going to have Mr. J. Swartz. We're going to call the adhan. I know Kari Shami came late, so I'll ask the Hufaz to put him to lead Maghrib Salah because he won't have the time for a song anymore because we ran totally late. We had that on the schedule before, but you came a little too late. And now will be the rabbi, 3 to 5 minutes or so, and then we have the vice mayor will come on after. Thank you very much. Pleasure to
Thank
be
you. Thank you so much.
Salam alaikum. Bienvenidos a todo el mundo. Bienvenue à tout le monde. C'est un plaisir d'être ici. Baruchim habaim lechol echad. It's a pleasure to be here at Darul Ulum. I was going to sing, but last time I was here, I asked, is there anyone who would like to hear me sing a request? And someone said, Rabbi, can you sing Far, Far Away? And after I gave my speech the other day, someone said, Rabbi, I loved your speech. I woke up from it refreshed. So I decided to speak a little shorter this time. I just want to say that it's wonderful to be in this place which actually practices what most religions preach. And I want to tell you a little story. There was a man looking for a parking spot. It was a very important meeting. He couldn't be late. If he was late, he'd be in big trouble. And he said, oh God, please, if I could find a parking spot in front of the building, I will be so loyal. I will donate to charity. I will be your loyal servant forever. Just let me find a parking spot. Just then a spot opens up right in front of the building. He says, never mind, I found one. Many times we take for granted what we have. What is the definition, my friends, of religion? The word L-I-G in religion, L-I-G, means to connect. Religion means to reconnect. It means to reconnect with all people and with the cosmos and with our connection with humanity. And so we're gathered here to reconnect. What is God? God is a transformative power. It's a power that can transform what is into what could be, and religion transforms what could be into what should be. There's a story in the Torah that when Jacob met Esau, Jacob was very scared. He didn't know if Esau was going to hurt him. They had been at odds. They were no longer friendly, even though they were brothers. The two brothers came together and Jacob was scared. And just then Esau came over with a huge, huge amount of warriors. But the two of them came together and they embraced and they hugged each other. And Jacob said, when I saw your face, it was like seeing the face of God. Because what God is love. And when people reconcile, it is like seeing the face of God. And when Jews and Muslims reconcile, do you know what religion is closest to Islam in the entire world? What religion is the closest to Islam? It is Judaism. You say Allah, we say El. We say Chachma for wisdom. You say Hikmat. We both have people who sing. They're called a Chazan. We are brothers. And the fact that we have been separated is a crime against Abraham, our father, and a crime against God. And therefore, Sheikh Shafayat right here is doing God's work when he brings us together. And I want the Muslim community to know that you have great friends within the Jewish community. And I also want the Muslim community to know this, that if there is anyone in this society who targets Muslims, anyone who harbors any ill will towards Muslims, anyone who says that we should practice hatred against Muslims, I do not care if it's a person off the street, a person in government, or even the President of the United States. If he says he targets Muslims, we have your back. We will stand with you. We know what it's like to be targeted. And we will not be silent, because we know that all that's necessary for the triumph of evil is for good people to do nothing. And we will do something. And the person who is doing something in this community, in this land, is Sheikh Shafayat Muhammad. He is bringing people together. And we just commemorated D-Day. On D-Day, Never before had so few people done so much to help so many. And they showed what Margaret Mead said. Never doubt that a small group of people can change the world. It's the only thing that ever has. My friends, we are that small group of people. We will come together. And when Jews and Muslims and Christians and everyone, including atheists, come together, then we will make a better world. Then we will do what they did on D-Day. They will defeat the enemy. We have a common enemy, and it is not a Jew, a Muslim, or a Christian. The common enemy is intolerance. And we will join together, join forces to fight like they did 75 years ago in order to bring about a humanity where all can live in peace. Shalom Aleichem. Salam Aleikum. Thank you for the privilege of being here. I do have a song that I sang for Sheikh Shafayat. I'm just going to give you the first verse. Let me tell you my story about a man named Shafayat. If you've never heard him preach, you really ought to try it. If you'd love to see love and friendship bloom, just spend a little time at Darul Ulum. Thank you very much, everyone.
While the Vice Mayor is making his way to the stage, Mr. J. Swartz, give him a round of applause. We will ask the Rabbi to sing another verse or two because he got a beautiful voice and I know he loves to sing. Come on stage, come on. Mr. J. Swartz, Vice Mayor, want you to join the Rabbi. Do you go to synagogue regularly? Yeah, he go to synagogue, but you don't have a happy mayor, Rabbi like this, right? You probably need me to come to the synagogue to put some fun in the territory. So let's get this jolly Rabbi.
When Sheikh Shafayat came to my synagogue and spoke, after he spoke, they said, "Can you come back again? We don't need our rabbi. We like the way you speak better." He is a blessing, a real blessing to our community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rabbi. You realize I have to follow Rabbi Silver, which is always difficult to do. Assalamu alaikum and Eid Mubarak. I had the honor this past Tuesday to address the congregation, and Sheikh, I just want to thank you on behalf of the residents of Pembroke Pines to be able to do that. So let me start my remarks by saying, Sheikh, you can't get anywhere at the airport unless you got your pilot. So I'm happy to be last because I'm going to take you for a ride right now, okay? All right, so everyone buckle in, put up your tray tables because we're going to go for a ride. Dr. Kalia, it's an absolute honor to be in your presence. I want to start by saying it was 31 years ago, 1988. I was in the Presbyterian Church. I was a Cub Scout at the time. And this beautiful woman, also the wife of a very prominent national, global man who she came up to me wearing a very similar beautiful headdress. And she said to me and those who were in attendance to always serve your community. And her name, Coretta Scott King, the wife of Martin Luther King. So at a very young age, I was a teenager at the time, I didn't realize how profound that would be because Coretta Scott King didn't know my life story. Being raised by a single mom in the city of Philadelphia, being hungry like those who we raise money for to make sure that their kids have something to eat. My father was off in prison. And so my mom needed to find a way to make sure that her son didn't turn out like her husband. You know, I talk to kids and I tell them something that Congressman John Lewis told me. You have a choice in life. You could be a headlight or a tail light. Don't allow what your parents do to choose what you're gonna be. Make your own lane. So, as your pilot, this community has really taken me on a journey. You know, Rabbi, we talk about miracles, and that sometimes they can happen. But little did I know, and I'm going to get a little personal here, little did I know that the journey that was going to happen to me 2.5 years ago was something I was looking for almost 30 years. Dr. Kalia, my father had 2 kids, first marriage, before he met my mom. My half-sister, 15 years older than me, my half-brother, 20 years older than me. After my father goes off to prison, we lost contact. There was no chance of finding them. But my mom knew as I got older I wanted to reconnect with my brother and my sister, and we tried so hard. The internet came out. Yes, I'm old enough that the internet wasn't invented yet. So the internet came out, started searching on the internet. Facebook comes out, started searching on Facebook, and there was no luck because my half-brother and sister took the last name of their stepfather. My mom thought she had a lead on my half-brother because my half-sister had married a Latino, so good luck finding a Latino in California. There was no shot of me finding. So it just left my brother, and the Muslim community in 2016 came out and supported my efforts to be reelected. And there's many in this room tonight. I just want to say thank you for knocking on doors and making phone calls and just telling your neighbor that Jay Schwartz was called a threat to national security when I came and I hugged my good friend Sheikh Safayette. Remember that day? You remember that article? And the opponent who ran against me was actually sharing that at the doors. Is this who you want to represent you in City Hall? Well, we have souls to the polls in the African American churches, and this community got together and we had souls to the polls in the state of Florida, and y'all voted more than any other time in the 2016 presidential election, and we have more work to do on that. But let me get back to my personal story real quick, Doctor. So there was a service member, Captain, service member, Juan Restrepo. He was a young man who died in Afghanistan, but he was a graduate of Flanagan High School right down the street. They wrote a book about his story, about him saving his unit. Then they wrote a movie called Restrepo. A Pembroke Pines detective, Christina Cruz, saw the movie and just because she's a detective, wanted to know more about this young man and his heroism. She learned that he graduated Flanagan High School. So the city commission organized an effort. Detective Cruz got a GoFundMe, found his family in Colombia, flew them up. We have a street, 129th Street here in Pembroke Pines, Juan Restrepo. We named that street in his honor. Now, we were supposed to have that ceremony the first Friday of 2016. This was 6 months after I had gotten reelected, but there was a hurricane that came that had a threat, Hurricane Matthew. Hurricane Matthew was threatening South Florida, so we postponed that by 2 weeks. So the 23rd of October, the media release went out. We had the media out there. The media covered it. The city of Pembroke Pines media put my name in the press release. Local news media covered it, and they sent it out nationally. And that's where the miracle happened. In less than 24 hours, the story wound up in the Dallas market. And my half-sister woke up, she Googled my name, and my name appeared. 2 weeks ago, not only did I attend my grandniece's graduation, but it was the first time I hugged my sister and my brother in 40 years. Miracles happen. And that's a journey I never thought was possible. And it's because of the individuals that are in this very room that made it possible. Had you not made those phone calls and knocked on those doors and told your neighbors about me, you would not have put my family back together. And for that, I am eternally grateful. So thank you. Now back to business. We got some more work to do, folks. So, yeah, if you don't believe I was a threat to nationalists, Google Jay Schwartz, Sheikh Safayette, and the article will come out. Do it tonight. You'll see it. It's a good photo of us. I mean, I like the photo. It's a good one. So anyway, that individual who spread that hate decides that he's going to go ahead and run for city commission again. Last weekend, I announced my intentions in 2020 to not seek mayor, despite the encouragement, because I can't let that individual, he's not worthy of the people's voice. So we have a lot more work to do, Sheikh. And one of the things that Mayor Frank Ciordas did back in 2010 and 2011 was he had put together a mayor's council for basically interfaith diversity and heritage. We're rekindling that effort. We had our first reading this past Wednesday night. The final reading is going to be on June 19th, so it'll become official. But Chairman Azad is my appointment to represent me and my values and the values of this community citywide, because you're going to have a seat at the table, sir, and you're going to be the voice of many, the voice of thousands, the voice of life experience. Folks, I hope this journey was good for you as it was for me. God bless everyone. Thank you.
Give him a round of applause again, the Vice Mayor. Not to be mayor next year, but will soon be mayor. Another round of applause. Good. He deliberately is not running for mayor, but when he runs, we got his back, right? Give him a round of applause again for that. Wonderful man, Jay Schwartz.
With over 20 years of traveling experience, Alhikmat Services is offering exclusive 2019 tours for India and Dubai on October 13th through October 23rd, visiting holy sites, Taj Mahal, and many other historical sites. These groups will be led by Sheikh Shafayat. For more details, you can contact Alhikmat Dawah Services at 1-800-804-0267 or at 954-986-0158, or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
Allah Truly He is the one, He has no father or son.
All praises are due to Allahu Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. Allahu 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 Allah. Allahu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. If you would like to dedicate copies of one of these publications as Sadaqah Jariyah, continuous blessings for your parents or dear ones who have passed away, or fi sabilillah, in the path of Allah, please give us a call so we can place your names on these dedicated publications. You can call us at 954-986-0158, or you can also visit us at www.alhikmat.com.
Allah is the creator of different faces. Allah is the creator of all races. Allahu, 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 Allah.
Alhikmat Dawah Services now offering a special Dubai and Umrah package in December 2019. A 10-day trip from December 9th to December 19th, 2019. Average cost is $3,000. The group will be led by Sheikh Shafayat. For more details, you can contact Alhikmat Dawah Services at 954-986-0158, or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com. Royal Bengal Trading, importer, exporter, wholesaler of Bangladeshi Indo-Pak groceries and spices. We specialize in various authentic Indian masalas, juices, flours, rices, and spices. We offer exclusive brands as Ocean Pearl, Shan, National, Tilda, Himani, and many, many more. We're located at 36B Caroni Savannah Road, Charleville, Chaguanas, Trinidad and Tobago. You can call us at 473-4676 or call 476-3117. Email us at wahabdk@gmail.com. Now open Sajida exclusive for all of your Islamic and casual wear. We carry a large selection of silk route and al-karam gowns, scarves, hijabs, hijab pins, and many other accessories. We have exclusive Swarovski gold-filled and sterling silver jewelry. We are located in store 143, Caroni Savannah Road, Charleville, Chaguanas, located on the opposite side of TNT Chicken Hut. For more info, you can call 328-6682 or 295-5400. Join Alhikmat Dawah Services for a 10-day Umrah in Ramadan 2020 from May 2nd to May 12th, 2020. Average cost is $3,000. The group will be led by Sheikh Shafayat. For more details, you can contact Alhikmat Dawah Services at 954-986-0158, or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
Truly He is the one, He has no father or son.